Okay, so in this video we're going to look at converting interest rates for financial maths questions. So we're told here a loan advertisement quotes an APR of 14.5%. If the loan interest is compounded monthly, what is the rate of interest per month? So this will be a common theme in these questions. You'll be given an interest rate and it might be yearly, so this is an annual percentage rate, but then the interest will be applied monthly or maybe weekly, bi-monthly, it depends, but it'll be a different time frame. So what happens here is your formula it's based on your f is equal to p times 1 plus I to the power of t. So the easiest way to do is, if we look here, compounded monthly, there's 12 months in a year, so t equals 12. Then p is going to equal 1, as in 100%. And then if the APR is 14.5, that means it grows to 1.145, because we start with 100%. And at the end of the investment, we have 114.5%. And again, we have to convert the interest to decimal. So then you divide by 100 to get your 1 and 1.45. And then the interest rate we don't know, so we can call that OR. That's usually the letter I use when I'm figuring out a different interest rate. So we get 1.145 equals 1 times 1 plus OR to the power 12. You can drop this 1, it doesn't do anything. So we need the 12th root of 1.145 equals 1 plus OR. So then OR equals into your calculator. So 12th root 1.145 minus 1. Now sometimes you'll find you might get a very small number here, by 10 to the power minus 3. So all you need to do is add in 2 zeros after your decimal point, or else go back to your 12th root or whatever your root is of this number, and usually you'll see your interest there in the decimal part. So for this one here we get 0.011 34762 So that's it as a decimal. And then if we want it as a percentage, you multiply by 100 over 1. So our monthly interest rate equals 1.13%. Okay, part 2. An investment bond quotes an annual equivalent rate of 12.5%. So that's a yearly rate. If the interest on the investment fund is compounded biannually, they tell us that's twice a year. What is the rate of interest for each compounding period? Okay, so here we get 1.125. So that's my 100% plus the 12.5% is going to equal 1 plus OR to the power of 2. 2 because it's twice a year. In our earlier example, we had power of 12 because it was 12 months in a year, so it was compounded 12 times. This is only compounded twice. So then we get the square root of 1.125 equals 1 plus OR. So root 1.125 minus 1. We get OR is equal to 0.06. And then rate of interest. So multiply your answer there by 100 over 1. So we get 6.066. So we'll go to 2 decimal places. And there's our answer. Okay, so there's your example for converting your interest rates. So always just whatever your total percentage is equal to 1 plus OR to the power of whatever the new compounding period is. And that's us done.